All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to test out Dokkan Frontier. Let's jump in. The button is right here, so let's go ahead and dive in. Oh my, what's this? Oh, we get this in the dub. Wait, what? Boo! Boo! Where's the dub? Isn't this like a 3-minute intro? That's nasty, Vegeta.
Uh-oh! He was knocked out! What shall we do?
Alright, man, get me out of here. Hello, I can't skip. Oh no, I can't skip. Hey! Oh, thank you. Fast forward. Wait. Oh, that was just the... Alright. Hey, time travel is wonderful. Honestly, that is a cool intro, but we already saw it in other videos, so we cool. All right, let's jump in. About Dokkan Frontier is a new event only available in survival mode. So go to the map via series. All right, Key, let's do it. Let's jump in. Planet Namek Saga. Dude, I already love this user interface, man. This is so cool. Planet Namek Saga. All right. All right, types of nodes. There are two types of nodes. Normal nodes, special nodes. Normal, unlock conditions, clear the previous node. Special ones, you have to do specific conditions. Okay. All right, complete 2 types of missions to get rewards. We're gonna just do... Whoa. Huh? Whoa. What's happening? Oh, based on where I swipe. Oh. Oh, I can swipe. I see. Okay. So that's a lot of stuff. Can I not view the map? I guess I can't view the map. Okay, so this is viewing the map. All right, so we got 4 pages of stuff. That's a lot of fights. Looks like we got about, was it 12 fights? 12 fights, 14 fights, I think. Okay, so let's just go ahead and start from the beginning. We got nothing else to do but jump in. So here we go. Oh wait, that's another one. That's 15 fights. All right, so we'll start with this one. Team selection. So let's select our squads. Are there any missions for this one? Probably not. I'm just going to use my best possible Namek Saga team because I think that's what we need. Only Namek Saga characters may attempt. Okay. Only a team that includes Krillin and Gohan may attempt. The following characters are not allowed to take on this node, and that's Frieza. Okay, so no Friezas. All right, got it. So here are all the Namek Saga people. You got to bring the Namek nerds. Who's the best lead? That's Rapid Growth, so probably not you. So it'd probably be, what, STR Goku? STR Goku leads Namek Saga, right? Maybe this is why we didn't get anything for GDC. They didn't want us to start off with like 220% leads for Namek Saga. That might have been too broken. All right, so let's just start with this. 170%. Okay. And then we'll do this. And we'll do this. So that'll be our first squad. Actually, wait a second. Okay. And then our second squad, we can't bring Frieza. Oh, wait, we can bring Frieza. But I'm going to bring the Ginyu Force. So let's do that one. And then let's do the slot 1 guys. And let's also do... I'll bring this guy too. All right. Oh, wait a minute. We get more stats with special pose, which we don't have. So let me not do that, and let me instead bring Jason Birder. Yeah. Okay. Because I did recall that in the information they said characters that require the whole team for part of their passives, those still count. So the special pose thing would have hurt us. All right, so here are 2 teams. We got Squad A and Squad B. We have a group exchange that happens with one level 1 ult. Our level 2 ult performs a group exchange with a 30% heal for the subbed out group. And then a level 3 alt, perform a group exchange with all, plus a 40% stat boost for all members of the units that are subbed in. All right, let's do it. Our very first stage. Are we gonna get some cutscenes, like some dialogue? Oh my god, please. Please.
Sucks to be them. Guess they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Here goes. Right.
Wait, why did it sound like me? Who the hell is that? Was that me? Team details can be viewed via relevant button. Okay. Tap to check the team's current status. When the intensity level accumulates to a certain value, various effects will be triggered. Yes. Intensity level. Yeah. Okay. A group exchange can only be performed at the start of a turn before taking action. Details can be viewed in the relevant button. All right. So, we're going to put that dude in the slot 1 because that dude is best in the slot 1 position. So let's go ahead and do all this. Actually, man, you know what? I think I'm just going to... Okay, never mind. I'll just do this. He's not going to do anything. All right, and then we'll do that. Okay, so this is our first turn. We got our slot 1. 7.8 million attack stat. You're going to have to get used to the lower numbers, but you know what? I'm cool with it. 11 million on a crit. Well, he's dead. And you're dead too. All right. You can link level on these fights, but the link level rate is lower than quest mode. Link level rate was like 0.5 or something like that. Quest mode on average is about 1.08 or something like that. All right, so that was an OTK. And we got we got a feather. Dokkan Frontier mission complete. We cleared 2 missions. What were those 2 missions that we just cleared? All right, so there's CUI, but before we go there, we cleared node 1, and then we also probably just cleared something in like the regular campaign missions. All right, pretty cool start. And by clearing node 1, we got 14 copies of the Krillin, so now we can rainbow the Krillin fully, which is good. We'll get back to that. Now we're gonna go to stage 2. This is also a regular node. This is nothing special. Okay, so here, only teams that include Vegeta may attempt. Oh wait, Vegeta is elite, I forgot. Okay, so do both teams have to have a Vegeta, or is it just one? Okay, so this guy, what? Planet Namek Saga, 170% extra stats plus 32. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna use the special guest as my lead. I'm not gonna use mine. And actually, what is his hit potential? 0 hit potential and level 1 links. But he does have attack plus 800%, defense plus 300, and he gets an additional 2 plus, or key plus 2 per key sphere. So I'm gonna start with him, and then we got pure Saiyans, right? So let me also run you, and I don't know, just run all Vegetas. Should be fine, right? And then over here, can we actually wait? Would it work with? Wait, what? What is the? Oh, I see. B2 means Team B slot 2. Oh. Yeah, does this work? Yeah, this works. Okay. So let's just try this. All Vegetas on one team plus the Ginyu Force on the next one. All right, here we go.
Let's do this. You're in for a treat. You see, I've managed to learn a little new trick during my time on Earth. Like how to control my power level.
That was just the Dokkan intro skill for him. Entrance animation.
It's time we settle things once and for all.
You're in for a treat.
Dude, I love that, man. That's so cool. That is so freaking cool. All right, so we're putting this dude slot 1. Oh man, you know, I just realized that Vegeta in slot 3 would have been so happy. You know what? I'm gonna save it for the Vegeta in slot 3. I'm gonna do this instead. And then I'm gonna... Oh, dang it. All right, you know what? I don't even care. I'm doing it this way. Let's see with what that special guest can do with 0 links. Let's see what happens. Let's try it this way. I love the Budokai vibe. Whoa! Okay, wow. All right, well, damn. No links, special guest unit, and he just got vaporized in one shot. What? Seriously? High intensity state. Yeah, I just lost a guy. So, wow, okay. I did not expect the special guest to be that terrible. Okay, so now we lost a guy. Okay, sure. So now all these attacks are going to hit the slot 1. We might be in danger. I think you know what? I am going to swap. Because otherwise I think we're in danger. So we're starting with the level 3 because I want to give the Ginyu Force extra stats. So let's do it. All right, so now I got Ginyu slot 1. I got Jason Birder slot 2, and then I got Raccoon Goldo slot 3. Oh, he was stunned. Oh my god. I mean, I'm glad I did that because it's worth showing because I had no idea. I did not expect the special guest to be that bad. Or maybe that's just the intrinsic nature of this fight. Like, he's really difficult. I don't know. It's not a special node. It's a regular node. So I don't know, man. That's kind of bumming me out that special guest was so bad. Hang on. It says cleared. I don't think we completed all the missions. How do you check? Can you check? It says cleared. It doesn't say complete. Oh, node missions. Okay. Clear node 2 without any character becoming lost. Activate the specified character's active skill to clear node 2. Okay. All right. So you know what? We're going to run that back and we're going to get... we butchered all of these. Okay. Yeah, let's go back in. So the node missions are located on the bottom left here. And that's why you can see it says completed versus cleared. Here, we don't have anything. This one, we have some stuff, and we goofed really bad. So now I'm gonna try this again, and I'm gonna swap out the rental for my Maserati. All right. So here we go. Let's do that again, please. Oh my.
You're in for a treat. You see, I managed to learn a little new trick during my time on Earth. Like how to control my power level.
Okay. Now we're gonna get the cut in again.
It's time we settle this.
It's time we settle this.
He's kind of like an imperfect cell, but not really. No, wait. Auto battle, man, what the hell? Oh, auto battle turns on. Come on. All right, I am resetting the phone so that we can jump back in. Okay, so wait, what? Squeeze me? You can't reset, so you got to be careful with auto battle because that's some bullshit. Man, what? Since when? Wow. One change I can already see myself and other people wanting is to be able to access the missions from this. I feel like you should be able to see that. I am now forgetting what the missions are. I think we have to activate his active skill. Wait, how do you check your... Hold on. How do you activate the active skill? Where is that? How do you look at the... How do you look at the rotation? Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Okay, active skill can be activated after the performing 4 more super attacks in battle. Oh my. Okay, well. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Okay. Let's do that. And then you're fine. So I'm just gonna try to hoard these orbs for Vegeta. There we go. Dodge, please. Look at the difference. Oh my god. I had links and my unit was rainbowed. So I should point that out. I did test it at the absolute worst extreme where I was using a special guest with basically 0 hit potential, 0 links. And yeah, we took a 400,000. Now we took double digits basically. All right, so this is our 3rd super. Oh man, we couldn't get our 4th one. I need to get 4 supers, which means that's not going to happen here. So you know what I'm thinking? Maybe we gotta just run this 1v1. We got 3 missions right there. So if we go back here, activate the active skill. So I'm glad we're keeping all this in the video because I think this is important. So general missions, we didn't get anything special. Okay, let's run that again. Now I'm going to remove these 2 and I'm just gonna have it be Vegeta 1v1. He still gets his leader skill. He's gonna have to eat all the damage, but I think this is probably the one. Oh, okay, well that doesn't work. we know that now. All right, well, what can I do to make this oh, you know what, I should bring in Dende. We're gonna throw in some of those new characters that we just got, just the single copy of them. So you and then Krillin. Okay, so the idea here is to just have Vegeta do all the work and these 2 bums do nothing. Although this guy will help actually because he can give us some heals and he has extra dodge. Okay, so let's try that again. And you know what? This is all probably going to be part of your first experience on this mode, trying to do some of these missions. But honestly, I kind of dig it. All right, so let's do the... How does he get additionals? He gets additionals when picking up 1 or more... No, he doesn't get any additional. Oh, when attacking, he gets it. Okay. So let's just go ahead and do this. Does this Krillin do any stacking? No, it is just temporary. It honestly doesn't matter because it's not like we're losing the rotation. So we'll just do that. And we will do this. All right, so our only objective is to activate the active skill. We have no links here, but we're rainbowed out. So this will be our final. Wow. Okay. So with 0 links and 0 hit potential, we took 470,000. With 0 links and 100%, we took 126,000. With links and 100%, we took double digits. So there you go. That's interesting. That's very interesting. All right, now both of these units are just the single copies. I'm not including Super Attack 10 or anything like that. They're just single copies. Okay. So high intensity state. We have now hit number 1, which means key -1 for key obtained. Okay, so this dude has only launched 3 supers. We need to launch a 4th super. Dende in the slot 3 should be fine because Dende has 30% plus an additional 20% before receiving. Oh, and he gets even more with orbs. So he could actually have... Oh, you know what? Wow. 7% up to 35. That's... he can have 85% chance to dodge. That's pretty good for an SR unit. What the heck? Okay, so let me go ahead and do this. Okay, and now all I want to do is to have Dende stay alive. So let's do this. And then we're going to pick up all of these. Oh my. Okay. He didn't get any stronger. In fact, he got weaker because we nerfed him. So how much are we going to take here? Yeah, double digits. So that 1 nerf from the Krillin was pivotal. This is our 4th super. So now we've done what we've needed to do in order to activate the active skill. I gotta say, so far, I love it. We're kind of, you know, play testing here and there, kind of doing some weird and wacky things. to sort of simulate like the new player experience. I gotta say, I love this. All right, please dodge this, buddy. Thank you. All right, here we go. Oh, doggy. Also, intensity level, there's no further hazards, so you can take as long as you want on this fight. Doesn't matter how many, except you can't lose all 3 of your guys, but you can lose 2 of them. Your intensity level will go up to like 20. Nothing's gonna change. So now we can activate the active skill, so I'm gonna turn the animations back on. So let's go ahead and do this.
You're not going anywhere! Dirty fireworks.
Ah! Hey, that's a canon event. Let's go. All right.
CUI deleted.
Okay. And now we've completed it. We have cleared all missions, and now we activated the secret node. So before we move on, let's go do the secret node. What'd that do? All right, so this one, you got to bring CUI. Oh, we're doing the other version. Dude, isn't this Budokai 1? Actually, these are definitely Budokai-like scenarios where you fight as the protagonist and the antagonist. This is awesome. All right, so we got to bring CUI here. Where is that? Where that fool at? Okay, so doesn't he get stronger when Frieza is on the rotation? Nope. But we'll still bring, I'll just bring Frieza. I'll bring both. All right, let's do that. So before I start, are there any missions? I don't think there's a mission for this. I think we just do it.
All right, let's do this.
You're in for a treat. You see, I've managed to learn a little new trick during my time on Earth. Like how to control my power level.
Oh, CUI doesn't have an intro. I was kind of hoping he does. All right, what are we gonna say now as CUI?
It's time we settle things once and for all.
Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping the dialogue would change a little bit. The only thing that changed there was the coloring, because now that we're the good guys, we got the blue on CUI. All right, so we know what the super attack is gonna be. I forget what this guy can do. He can scout. He's got high chance to dodge. He gets 20% when he's below. Oh, he's not good in slot 1. But he does get 15% damage reduction. He gives everybody ki +3 for this specific mode. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep the Vegeta slot 1. I'm gonna have CUI do his thing in slot 2. And then we'll have Frieza slot 3. Can you dodge? No? All right, cool. All right, we're definitely not going to kill here. Because I didn't see any mission, I'm assuming we just have to win, and this fight is just a little bit tougher, maybe? I'm gonna try this again with a regular special guest, because people may not have CUI. See, this is the, so this is the problem with this event. I'm loving this because I'm a whale, I have all the characters, I'm a veteran Dokkaner. And if you've been playing for at least maybe 1 to 2 years, you'll be fine. But if you're a new player, this is probably going to be quite difficult for you. So we should try doing this fight with a lesser team, which is crazy to say. I'm gonna put CUI in slot 2 for this one. I kind of want to see if he can dodge it. So let's do that. Oh wait, hold on. What's the hazard? Oh, ki -1, eh? All right, so let's do this. And then we will do this. We're taking a little bit of heat in slot 1 there. We good? Oh, you know what? Actually, you may not even have to use the CUI. I think you just have to have him. Yeah, that's actually interesting. We could also, yeah, so another thing we should test out is we should see if we can just bring anyone else onto the first team and put CUI as a special guest on the second team. Nice dodge. Whew. All right, so now this actually has a lot more hazard stuff going. What's the hazard level number 2? Evasion is disabled. Okay, so we can't dodge, but you know what? We're gonna murder this sucker right here.
Dirty fire.
Are we serious?
Okay, well.
We should be fine. Let's go ahead and do that. Back to full health, and then we'll do this. All right, that's GG with this team. We're gonna run it back one more time. One more time. Nice. All right. So we are done with the fight. And wait, what? Oh. Oh my. Wait, what? What just happened? Wait. Attack plus 50% on the 4th turn from the character's entry. Damn it, I should... Attack plus 100% when HP is 70% or less. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Super attack effects will not activate. Okay, you know what, dude? I'm gonna swap. Okay, so I know the attack is gonna be slot 1. I am going to swap. So let's switch. You can use slot 1. I'm gonna do this. All right, let's do that. Wait, the intensity dropped all the way down to 0? I thought it would be subtracted by 1. I guess I misunderstood that. Wow, that's okay. Well, that's pretty awesome. So that means we got dodge back on the table. That's cute. Let's go ahead and do this. And let's go ahead and do this. We also have a Dokkan attack coming up. Or Dokkan mode. Nice. %70 health. He's got 5 bars, so we got to keep an eye out for that. Okay, hello. Dude, what the heck? Wait, what? Okay. Well,
And that's the end of that chapter.
okay. No missions for this one. So you have to do the secret missions here to unlock the special fight, and it's just an extra challenging thing. That's all it is. Let's run this again, and let's use an alternate strat. So, like I said, can you swap? No, you can't. So what okay, if you don't have the CUI, you can either use the rental, which are these bums right here, which suck, unfortunately. You could have them on the main team, or as someone cleverly suggested on the live stream, put them on the other team and just don't use it. And if you have to, get them out of the way as much as possible, you know? So like if we were to do something like this, and then you have your main boys on the slot, and you know, on the first team, that might be a better way to do this. So Goku would be good for this one. So let's actually try this. Goku, I mean, how do you choose the, here, let's throw you in there. And then, I don't know, what's another one? Let's throw STR maybe. Yeah. You know what? Let's do this. All right, we got a couple of weirdos. All right, let's do that.
All right, let's do this.
Let's try that. What is this dude's deal? Oh my god, he's so bad. he's not good at all. I'm not putting him in slot 2. I mean slot 1. Heck no. No. Let's do that. And then we'll do this. And then we'll do this. Yeah, so I mean, the best I can tell you is do the best that you can with whatever you have, and just remember that this event is permanent. You can take your time with it. This can always be something sort of in the back of your mind that you can come back to. You don't necessarily have to clear all of these things right away. And we're going to be wrapping this up with this fight. I'm going to have this first video just be the CUI versus Vegeta fight. I don't want to do everything else. We'll complete the rest in another video. But yeah, it's very clear that newer players will struggle early because you won't have everybody. I will strongly recommend that you farm out the Ginyu Force. And you know what? The Ginyu Force is truly fully farmable now, minus the LR Int Ginyu Force. Everybody else, including the summonable Dokkan Festival AGL Ginyu, is free to play. You can pick him up with red stones in the Baba shop. So that is now a character that I think a lot of people need to be prioritizing in terms of picking up at least one copy of. That way you can... That way you can at least have a solid Ginyu Force team to try to get you through most of this. I'm scared. All right, so let me do this. Oh, let me do... Uh-oh. Let me do that. I gotta heal with that Goku a little bit.
Okay.
And then... we might be in trouble in slot 3. Oh. Oops. Wait a minute. At the Piccolo on the wrong leader skill. Anyway, yeah. I don't remember what I said, but just, I don't think you should be summoning on the Dokkan Festival banner for Namek Saga. I think you should be prioritizing getting all the Ginyu Force characters, including the Dokkan Festival one from the Red Stone shop, and try to get through as much of this as you can with the Dokkan Festival Ginyu and the regular Ginyu Force squad. The Battlefield LR Ginyu Force will also be useful. Not obviously to the same extent, but that is another piece that you can throw in there. And when you are trying to do some of these missions, just remember, mission requirements where you have to bring specific characters, you need the actual characters yourself. You cannot do that with the friend unit. The reason why the friend unit trick works in theory on this is simply because the only requirement is to have him on the team, and that's what we're doing. But there's no mission tied to this secret fight. So that's why we're doing this. And I'm trying to just see how far we can go with this team with that bum in slot 3. Because that is the rental. That is our rental unit. Let me do the... Let's do this. All right, let me do that. No, I want to heal. What are you doing? Dang it. I'm going to be doing this a lot. I am always so used to tapping in the bottom right corner to see my units. This guy gets stronger with each turn and with every attack performed. Okay. So let's do this. Okay. Nice dodge. Uh-oh. After this, when we switch to the second form, I'm going to swap to the other team and see how the CUI can do. For those of you who do have a lot of these Namek Saga pieces, LR Int Vegeta Goku exchange is probably going to be one of your best friends here. Definitely. Also, the worldwide LRs, they're also going to be really good because as the fight continues, they will get stronger, they will be more reliable. The fact that the rotations are preserved just gives a lot of these characters so much more life and value now. And look at that. This dude's angry. Oh, we can show something. So I mentioned this when I was going through the info. When you use rage mode, it doesn't change the whole rotation. It just changes the one unit. So if you're thinking you can get by with a full turn of invincibility, think again. You cannot do that. Rage mode, how do you check that? Rage mode can be activated when HP is 50% or less starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle. He himself will turn invincible. That's it. Nobody else. Ooh, what's this? Let's activate this. All right. Now we swap. Now we're going to be running. Oh, yeah, we're running this rental CUI. So here we go. He is attacking in slot 2. Let's see what happens when he gets hit. We are sacrificing some synergy here, but so be it. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. We are also getting 40% extra stats here. I bet people are probably coming around onto that idea that I had about this being a Namek Saga Sande, because honestly, people would have been able to summon and get some of these characters, and this would have been far less of an issue for newer players or those of you who haven't been around long enough who don't have these characters. Because I think the #1 complaint that I'm going to see in the comment section of this video or in general is going to be that this mode is cheeks because I don't have any of the characters. And I understand. I very much understand. The good news is there are a lot of solid free-to-play options. Ginyu Force, AGL Dokkan Festival Ginyu, Physical LR Team Ginyu Force. You've got the Krillin Vegeta. You've got the... Oh... There's a few others. There's the STR Kid Gohan. Oh, what's happening here? Key -1. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do that. And let's do that. STR Kid Gohan. What else do we have? There's an AGL Piccolo assimilating nail. Yeah. Not as bleak as we thought. All right, in the interest of not making this video 50 minutes long, I'm going to wrap this up here. So that is our first look at Dokkan Frontier. Again, I love it. I am enjoying this thoroughly, and we've only done the first 3 fights. 20% complete. We are going to go now pursue the rest of this in other videos. But the Vegeta versus CUI experience, mwah, magnifique. And what are we getting for this? Oh! Special effects for... Okay, you know what? Let me obtain all these. I get a bunch of different effects. How do we go and do that? Let me go back. How do we customize our characters? Character effects. Okay. So now if I go to AGL Extreme Vegeta. Where are you at? Right here. A special sticker is already used. Wait, what? But what's this? Oh, special sticker, special effect. Oh, there we go. So now I'm going to go over here, right? And I get to choose... Wait, what? Oh, they're all already on the guy. They automatically get equipped on, and you can toggle them on or off. So let's take a look at them. Hey! Okay, so I'm noticing 4 changes. The visual, like the moving lines, the rainbow text on the Vegeta, the overall UI of the character info, and then the music itself. I think those are the 4 components. So if you want to turn these off, you can. Does it tell you what each of them are? Wait, yes it does. Does it? It does. You have to... effects will be applied to the character's name. Effects will be applied to the character's stats and background music. Unique effects will be applied to the character's illustration. Unique effects applied to the character's illustration will be upgraded. Oh, I see. Okay, so there's some extra shading and some sparkles. Okay. And then the final touch would be the upgrade number 4 would be the actual movement. All right, so there you go. That is what we got for clearing those secret missions. We got this extra fancy, almost sort of like an LR version of the AGL Scatter Vegeta. And that is our first look at Dokkan Frontier. I will give this an A-. I like it. I think it's going to be a rough start for some people who are new to the game, who don't have the characters. But there are plenty of Namek Saga free-to-play units. I think the first thing you guys should be doing is to focus on that. Do not summon, in my opinion, do not summon for the Namek Saga category. It's not worth it. It's Dokkan Frontier. It's going to be around forever. So work on getting all of these characters because these are all obtainable. Get them, and then work your way back in and see what you can do. World Tournament now has suddenly become very important because the Super Saiyan Goku is obtainable from World Tournament. I think that's it. Everybody else is where does this guy come from? I don't remember where this guy comes from. But anyway, free to play. Dokkaning responsibly matters. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Leave in the comments your thoughts on Dokkan Frontier. What grade would you give this? A, B, C, D, F, G, H, Z? Let me know your thoughts overall in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let YouTube know you're going to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.